So today we're going to be naming the parts of your circle, and we're going to be using a new tool, an online tool, instead of the usual board today called GeoGebra. And I'll be putting a link to it if you're interested in the description box below. However, we're going to be naming our parts of the circle, but not all the parts. We're going to be covering 4 main parts today. And that's going to be your center, your radius, your diameter, and your chord. We can tackle the other parts of the circle at a different time, but these are going to be the 4 main ones that we're going to be talking about today. So to get started, let's talk about the center of your circle. Now the center of a circle, unlike the other parts of the circle we're going to be talking about today, is just going to be a single point. The other ones will be line segments, but the center is just a single point. Now, where that point is rather important. The center of your circle, you may have guessed it, is going to be in the center of your circle. That means it's not going to be a point on your circle like this point here. It's not going to be a random point floating inside the circle like this. It's going to be the center, the very middle of your circle. So we have this point and we're going to name it. This is going to be our center. So now we have our center. Once again, always the middle. Not floating, not on your circle, always the middle, the center of your circle. Now the radius is going to depend on the center here. The radius is going to be the line segment from the center to any point on your circle. So, starting from your center, if we draw a line segment connecting these 2 points, this would be your radius. A line segment connecting your center to any point on your circle. You wouldn't call this a radius. You wouldn't call this a radius. These are not points on your circle, so we don't want to have those there. These are not radii or radiuses. It has to be from your center to a point on your circle. So we can name this your radius. This is going to be our radius. The next thing we want to talk about is going to be related to your radius and also is going to depend on your center, and that's going to be your diameter. Your diameter is going to be a line segment, and your line segment will start on your circle, go through your center, and hit another point on your circle, just like this. This is going to be your diameter. It's a line segment that connects a point on your circle to another point on your circle, but it absolutely cannot deviate from the center. You have to go through the center. If you are the diameter, you have to go through the center. If you were to shift this point over like this is not the diameter. If you were to shift it over here, not the diameter. Shift it over here, not the diameter. This is your diameter because it goes through your center. So we'll name this our diameter. This is going to be our diameter. And we'll put that right up here. Now we've covered the center, your radius, and your diameter. Where does your chord fall into play here? Well, that's also going to be a line segment. And let's say we have a point here and we have a point here on the circle. This, and let's clean out some of these labels here, because we only want to look at the labels we're caring about, not these letters here. We just want to know that there are points, but we don't really care about the labels themselves. So let's say we have this point and we did connect this. Now we said this wasn't the diameter, but what is it? Because it has to have a name. Well, this is going to be your chord. Your chord is going to be a line segment that connects any 2 points on your circle. So this is going to be our chord. This is going to be our chord. Put it over here. And your chord is going to be any line segment that connects 2 points on your circle. So it doesn't matter how close your points are, how far they are. These are all chords. And there's something special about chords and diameters. They're related. In fact, your diameter is a chord. It's just a special chord that has to go in the center, has to go through your center. Your chord doesn't have to go through the center, but if it does, you now name it the diameter. So this chord will be the diameter. This is now just a regular chord. And one thing about your diameter is going to be the longest chord for your circle. So all of these are chords from your smallest, which is like right next to your largest, which has to be the diameter, because the moment you go away from your center, you start shrinking again. So when you go through your center, you get your largest, and then as you move away, you start shrinking. So your diameter is going to be the largest chord of your circle, but every line segment connecting any 2 points will be a chord for your circle. So once again, your center is going to be the point that's right smack dab in the middle of your circle. Your radius is going to be any line segment going from your center through, and we can move that around no matter how big or small your circle is. Any line segment going from your center to a point on your circle will be your radius. Your diameter is going to go through the center. It's going to be a chord that goes through your center. And one thing that we didn't say is, notice it's related to your radius in that it's 2 radii or 2 radiuses. If you just look at half of this diameter, it's the same as your radius. If you were to move this all the way over here, it's the same as this radius. If you were to move this all the way over here, doesn't matter how big or small your circle is, it's the radius. Your diameter is going to be 2 of your radiuses or radii. That means your radius is going to be half of your diameter. So your radius and diameter, they're related in that sense. So once again, your radius goes from the center to a point. Your diameter is going to be 2 points, but they're connected going through the center. It's your chord that goes through the center, your very biggest chord of your circle. And your chord is just going to be any line segment that connects any 2 points on your circle. Well, thank you for watching. I hope you learned something today. And if you did, be sure to leave a like and hit the subscribe button. See you again next week.